Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers for June 23 to 27. Shocks and discoveries after this week's crushing news. After Drew, Cameron Matheson asked Jason, Steve Burton, to discuss custody with Michael, Rory Gibson. Jason refused. Carly, Laura Wright, went on a date with Brennan, Chris McKenna. Lulu, Alexa Havens, refused to apologize to Brooke Lynn, Amanda Seton, who ended up slapping her. Later, Brooke Lynn asked Marco, Adrian Ancondo, to dig up information on the late Brit, Kelly Thibaud. At the PCPD, Anna, Finola Hughes, threw Chase, Josh Swickard, and Dante, Dominic Zamprogna, in a cell to get them to end their fighting. Jocelyn, Eden McCoy, stole information off Dalton's Daniel Goddard phone. Then later, when she spoke with Vaughn, Bryce Durfee, in Dalton's office, Emma, Braden Bruner, walked in, so Vaughn kissed Joss to not blow their cover. At the hospital, Sasha became erratic when they brought her the wrong baby. Eventually, Lucas, Van Hansis, brought Daisy in, but realized a mistake like that never should have happened. Curtis, Donald Turner, offered Aurora back to Michael, but Michael turned him down. Lulu arrived at the pool and apologized to Giovanni Massa, but he wasn't very receptive. Rocco, Finn Carr, asked Brooke Lynn to try talking to Gio. Elizabeth, Rebecca Herbst, called Christina, Kate Mansi, over to let her know she knows what she did. When Drew proposed to Willow, Kathleen McMullen, she contemplated whether it was the right decision or not. Sasha told Michael she still wants to raise Daisy on her own. Later, a mystery person peered into the window of the Quartermains at Daisy, Michael, and his family. Troina, Tabiana Ali, and Kay, Jen's Austin Astrup, learned that the surgery wasn't successful enough for him to ever play football again. Cody, Josh Kelly, continued his attempts to seduce Ava, Maura West, and Molly, Kristen Vaganos, spotted him. Sonny, Maurice Bernard, met with Sidwell, Carlo Rota, who did not back down on wanting his properties. Later, it was revealed that Sidwell paid the judge to give Michael full custody. Lucas and Marco discussed their journeys coming out to their parents. Jordan, Tanisha Harper, confided in Anna after Curtis told her about his uncertain relationship with Portia, Brooke Kerr. Drew offered Kai an internship working for him in D.C. Trina confided in Joss about what happened with Kay. Emma and Gio ran into a dog at the park, whom Emma is considering keeping. Sunny arrived to represent Corinthos Coffee at the softball game, while Anna and D.A. Turner are playing for the PCPD, and Sunny convinced Gio to play for his team. Nina, Cynthia Watrous, confided in Ava about the situation with Willow. Michael took Wiley, Viron Weaver, for his swim lesson, and when Wiley left his t-shirt at the pool, Willow wound up finding it and spiraled, deciding she needed to marry Drew. Curtis, Michael, and Martin, Michael E. Knight, suggested to Tracy, Jane Elliott, that hold a press conference apologizing to Drew and giving him back the Quartermain name in order to get him to drop the charges against her. Kai decided to turn down Drew's offer, but Drew told him he could work from Port Charles. Coming up in Port Charles, Tracy will commit to the plan, while Kai tells Trina that he's changing his. General Hospital spoilers for the week of June 16 through June 20 promise a whirlwind of emotions unraveling across Port Charles as hidden agendas come to light, fractured loyalties deepen, and new bonds are tested. The week's storyline is set to shake viewers with Sidwell's stunning secret that could destroy careers and reputations, Kay's emotional breakdown after a life-changing betrayal, and an escalating tension that grips the Corinthos family from all sides. The week begins with intrigue as Selena Wu grows increasingly suspicious of a new player in Port Charles. Kai Sidwell, the mysterious but seemingly well-intentioned tech consultant, recently hired by Aurora Media. While Drew Kane and Michael Corinthos have welcomed him into the fold, others like Tracy Quartermain and Brooke Lynn sense something is off. Their instincts may be right because a secret file hidden within Sidwell's encrypted laptop is discovered by Brooke Lynn during a late-night audit, and what she finds could upend the balance of power in the business world and beyond. Sidwell is not who he claims to be, and when Spinelli cross-references the data, it leads to a shocking revelation. Sidwell is tied to an off-the-books intelligence project operated through Pikeman's darker dealings. His presence in Port Charles is not about media strategy, but surveillance, a move meant to keep certain figures, including Sonny, Jason, and Anna, under close watch. As this explosive information begins to leak, the younger set in Port Charles finds itself splintering after Kai is blindsided by betrayal. Kai had been building a close friendship with Emma Scorpio Drake I that recently took a romantic turn, to the delight of fans rooting for a new generation romance. But things take a heartbreaking turn when Kai overhears Emma confessing to Jocelyn that while she cares for Kai, her heart is still entangled with someone from her past, Cam. This moment shatters Kai's confidence, sending him spiraling and questioning his place in Port Charles. On Tuesday's episode, viewers will watch as Kai disappears, skipping a key presentation he was meant to give at Aurora, leading both Trina and Jocelyn to grow concerned. By Thursday, a search is underway, and a tearful confrontation between Kai and Emma will reveal just how deep his wounds go. For Emma, it's a gut-wrenching moment of truth, while for Kai, it's a reminder that Port Charles still sees him as an outsider. Meanwhile, Trina is dealing with her own turmoil as her father Curtis grows increasingly erratic. Though his mobility has improved since the surgery, his demeanor is tense and closed off. Portia tries to explain it away as stress and work, but Trina isn't convinced. A run-in between Curtis and a shadowy figure near the docks on Wednesday only fuels her concerns. When she tries to talk to him, he lashes out in frustration, leading Trina to break down in front of Spencer via a long-distance call. Though Spencer remains off-screen, his voice appearance offers a poignant reminder that Trina is still carrying the emotional burden of his absence. On the other side of town, Ava Jerome is stirring the pot again, this time planting seeds in Nina's ear that Sonny is hiding something even darker than she suspects. Nina, who has already been pushed to the brink after Willow's continued rejection, finds herself questioning everything. She confronts Sonny in a raw emotional scene midweek, accusing him of keeping secrets not just about his business, but about his state of mind. Sonny's reaction is explosive, and what was meant to be a calm discussion turns into a stormy standoff. Their relationship, already fractured, may not survive the fallout, especially when Ava stokes the fire by dropping hints about Sonny's increasing paranoia. Jason Morgan, watching all of this from a calculated distance, finally steps in. Friday's cliffhanger features Jason pulling Sonny aside for a private talk, one that viewers won't want to miss. Spoilers suggest Jason is beginning to question whether Sonny's mental state is stable enough to continue running the Corinthos organization, and what happens in that private meeting could determine the fate of more than just their friendship. Over at General Hospital, Elizabeth Weber continues to struggle with balancing work and motherhood. Her sons are all facing new paths and challenges, and Liz is particularly concerned about Aiden, who has become increasingly withdrawn. Finn tries to offer support, but his presence is becoming more of a burden than a comfort. Their scenes on Thursday reflect a growing emotional distance that seems headed toward an inevitable breakup. In contrast, Violet becomes the unexpected source of wisdom when she confronts both her dad and Liz about how they treat each other, leaving them stunned and speechless. While the adults wallow in emotional confusion, the children of Port Charles continue to carry some of the week's heaviest material. Christina Corinthos Davis is also in for a rough week after a heated confrontation with Molly about boundaries and parental rights. The surrogate situation is beginning to strain the sisters' relationship in a way neither of them anticipated. Sam tries to mediate, but her efforts only lead to more resentment. Molly accuses Christina of overstepping, and Christina hits back with accusations of emotional manipulation. By week's end, it's clear that the Davis family needs serious healing, but whether that will come anytime soon is doubtful. Elsewhere, Martin Gray receives a mysterious envelope that shakes him to his core. The contents remain a mystery until Thursday, when Lucy pieces together that it may involve a long-buried family scandal. Could Martin's past finally catch up with him, and what does that mean for his relationship with Lucy, which has already been on rocky ground for weeks? Laura Collins also finds herself in the thick of it this week, as she tries to mediate multiple crises from the mayor's office. When she receives word of a potential new crime syndicate moving into Port Charles, unrelated to pikemen, but just as dangerous, she calls an emergency meeting with Jordan Ashford and Anna Devane. By Friday, the three women begin planning a quiet investigation to intercept the threat before it grows out of control. What they don't know is that Valentin Casadine may already be connected to this syndicate, and his loyalties are once again seen on Wednesday, shows Valentin meeting a mysterious man in a hotel room discussing Phase 2. Whatever it is, it's clear Port Charles is not ready. And while most of the week deals with heavy emotional drama, there are lighter moments too. Cody Bell and Sasha Gilmore share a warm, flirtatious lunch at the Metro Court that reminds viewers of the chemistry they've been dancing around for weeks. Maxie Jones catches them mid-laugh and instantly begins scheming ways to push them together officially. Her meddling is classic Maxie, but it may finally get the job done. Speaking of romantic progress, Brooke Lynn and Chase also enjoy a quiet night in which could mark a turning point in their relationship. After weeks of stress from both family and career, they share a tender moment that suggests a proposal could be coming sooner than fans expect. But everything this week is overshadowed by Sidwell's secret. Once that truth becomes public, everyone in Port Charles will be forced to pick a side, and not all relationships will survive the battle. Sidwell insists he has no intention of hurting anyone, but if pushed, he's ready to take down the entire operation that brought him here. Is he a misunderstood ally or a ticking time bomb, waiting to blow up what's left of Port Charles's fragile peace? Don't miss a single episode this week, as General Hospital brings romance, betrayal, revenge, and redemption all crashing together in a storm of soap opera brilliance. As the mystery deepens and the fallout spreads, viewers can expect more secrets, more heartbreak, and more unforgettable twists in the days ahead. Whether you're rooting for truth or for chaos, one thing is certain: Port Charles will never be the same. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.